Hello. Oh my gosh, I keep getting so many questions about the recent macrame piece that I listed for sale and about how I worked the text. So I thought I would show you guys. I thought it'd be really fun. Not really fun, it's really, I don't know, not fun. I thought it'd be a really interesting skill to learn to be able to customize a lot of the blank macrame pieces that I have. So let's just jump right to it. So I've got the text ready to go. This is what the file actually looks like when it's ready to go. I actually have another piece in here that is the offset. And it's actually made smaller. I did that so that you could have score lines. So you know where to put the text when you're gluing all those tiny little pieces together, because nobody wants to just kind of guess. So let's jump right to it. Here's the text. I will link the font below, but let me tell you guys how I started off with this. So before I played with it, kind of make it look like this little warpy effect, I went through every single letter to see if I wanted to keep it this way. So I wanted to keep it a lowercase b, a lowercase e. If you can tell over here, I swapped out the e and just put a heart shape in there. You could do whatever you want. You can keep the e if you want. But I wanted to go ahead and change the y to a capital. So I opened up my glyphs panel over here, and I'm selecting the Y, and I kind of like this font. It has like these really cute little, I don't know, extra little flourishes all over the place, which I think are super cute. Okay, so I think that was the only thing I did with this. So you can play with it. If you kind of highlight over each one, you can see what options you can do. Like you can do the F like this. Let me move this over. So yeah, whatever you want. But I kind of kept it just like that. I only wanted the Y to look kind of funny. So before I did that, before I went ahead and manipulated a little bit, I'm going to copy the B, and I want to put it up here. So I'm just copying and pasting it, and I'm just sort of keeping it like right there. Okay. And you can see the reason I did that is because I'm kind of like playing with the curves on these letters, and I'm just sort of like fitting that into that curve. That's just the way my eye likes to see it, so we're going to do that. Now I'm going to select them both, and I'm going to go over to Object and go to Envelope, Distort, and I'm going to make it with Warp. Okay, so when I do that, I'm going to move this over, and let's close this glyph panel. Oh, I can't do that. Hang on. Okay, so go back over here, make it with Warp. You can see it automatically goes to the first one that's on there. So I don't really like that, but I am going to play with them. So I think the one that I put it on was Wave. But okay, so this is what it would look like if you had it on the flag setting. You can move this up and down to however you want. I kind of like that. It's cute. So I played with it. I had my preview on right here. So let me show you a little bit about what you can do. Okay, so let's see. I don't like that. And honestly, play with it. See what you guys like. I do like that. I still wanted it to look like the text is like something that you can read instead of just some funky, let's see what that looks like. Ooh, I do not like that. Okay, so I do like that, but I want to tweak this a bit. Okay, and now I like it, but I want to play with the Y a bit. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. Now that looks similar to what I have, but I'm going to show you guys what I did to it, just to give you an idea of things you can do. Okay, so before I can manipulate it, I have to expand the text so that it can, so I can edit it and move it around. Once you expand the text, you can't change, modify it anymore. I mean, you can't really like edit your text or change your letters because it turns into a shape and it's no longer a text. So that looks good. So now I want to play with this. If you click on it right now, it's all grouped together. So I'm going to ungroup it. And I don't like the O like this. Let's see. I mean, you can kind of warp it around to do whatever you want to do. So I kind of don't, let's see. I'm moving these a little bit bigger. And I want to just sort of do what I like. And typically you can just leave it how you want it, how the software just does it, but I like tweaking it just a little bit more to make it my own. So now I'm going to double click this B, and this just shows you guys how much you can do on your own too. So I kind of like that. And then when I went ahead and swapped out the heart, I just double clicked the E and I found a heart shape that I liked. I think I have some doodle fonts that have some cute hearts in them. Let me see if I can find them, and I'll link that too if you guys want to look at those. Guys, so many fonts. Oh my gosh, it's too early for this. It's actually like 10 in the morning and I've like barely got through 1 cup of coffee. Here we go. It helps when you like know the name of your fonts. Okay, so here's a font that I kind of like, and it's a bunch of fun doodles. And so I'm gonna open it. I think there's a heart in there. Okay, so let's put in a heart. Okay, and now I'm going to put this heart in right there. And that's how I did that. So again, you can tweak it however you want. Here's just an idea of what I had in my mind. So hopefully that helps you guys. Let me know if you have any questions.